Radio X. Johnny Vaughan.
X.
Welcome to the Johnny Vaughan 4 till 7 Thing podcast. I'm joined as ever by Dr. Sunta Templeton.
Hello.
And the Woodman Gav is here.
Hello.
Hey Gav,
Yeah.
one of the stellar moments of the week, of course, your vibrating box.
Yes. Don't miss that.
Really good radio. Bolted out of nowhere.
You weren't expecting it.
We really weren't. Genius. Also, we've got more random graffiti. Joanne Faversham talks me through a possible new hobby. There's an underwhelming scientific discovery about prawns. And we speak to the original SOB himself. Nathaniel Rateliff on the show as our first real sort of big namer.
Yeah.
Very cool. Count Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell, but they're not sort of big name rock stars.
That's true.
So this is our big name kind of... Yeah, okay. Anyway, enjoy it.
D-O-X.
Johnny Vaughan.
Happy birthday, sons. What are you typing now? What are you typing in?
I'm just making sure my music news is ready for a bit.
Why are you being in this weird mood? No, you are.
You all forgot my birthday.
Oh, sorry.
You didn't tell us.
I told you last week.
She did,
I know,
actually.
but
You're supposed to remind us the day
but
before.
you didn't tell Big Si he's our leader. I'm blaming Big Si for not being here.
Yeah.
Little Si.
Mainly Little Si.
Mainly Little Si's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Unterführer. Okay, I've got some bad news. I've got some bad news for fans of Shakespeare.
Go on.
All the latest Shakespeare gossip. As we know, Shakespeare, dinosaurs, and skull fragments of fossils of man are always big news. You want to make the news, that's it.
Right.
Discover something modern, useful, and pertinent in science, it doesn't get a mensch. William Shakespeare may have fancied himself as a playwright of infinite jest.
Yeah.
We don't know that. We don't know if he fancied himself as a playwright of infinite jest, incidentally. Jack Mulvin. We don't know if he fancied himself at all.
No.
We don't think he can even write. There's only 6 signatures and they're all different. He might not be going to spell his own name. So let's just woo there. You know, I think Shakespeare, in fact, they were just like WWE wrestlers. They always had that character every week. And they stood there and made all the speeches for hours. Because it's the only place you see people just banging on for ages.
Yeah.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
That is the move.
Yeah. And you have little off-stage things. You know, and then they have the big fight. Like Macbeth would be quite good. I tried to persuade Kevin Spacey to stage it by the WWE.
Right.
And he's really into the idea. But I never heard back. But he said he was really into the idea.
How hard did you pitch that to him? Was it quite a...
We're drinking very... Anyway, listen, William Shakespeare may have fancied himself as a playwright of infinite jest, but dozens of his jokes are falling flat because of changes in English pronunciation. I'm sorry, because what a laugh it was going to see Shakespeare when you were a kid, right?
Some of them are billed as comedies.
No. That's because they're not tragedies.
Right, okay.
Yeah, it's a structure of the play,
It's a
isn't
structure.
it? It means someone gets married.
Yes, that's it, basically. Yeah, it just means everyone doesn't die.
That's right. Yeah.
That's what that means.
So, yeah, there are people who chuckle.
Oh, can we?
It's just so fake.
Your teacher always used to do that. You know, the teacher used to bring us down. It was really quite weird because it was a sort of very remote private school. It was just like in this tiny little town and this really cruel place. And then we'd be let out to London, and which I loved. And we'd go there, and suddenly you see teachers looking absolutely inept in a tube station in the real world. But then you sort of go, "Follow me!" And you sort of looking, what an idiot. And then we'd go to.
It's so true.
They just look inept, don't they? But you used to get those teachers, remember, you laugh at Shakespeare and jokes.
As if they were watching an Eddie Izzard concert.
Yeah. Who do I go to tonight for laughs? Eddie Izzard or... I'm thinking Shakespeare. It's a comedy. It says it's a comedy.
Merchant of Venice.
Brilliant. Anyway, a study of Shakespeare's canon by a linguistics scholar, I bet he's hilarious, shows that modern audiences would experience several jarring moments in each of his plays because the puns no longer work. Yeah. And that's why I go to Shakespeare.
For the puns.
It's the puns, isn't it?
The puns.
Oh, very good.
X. Radio X.
That was the Arctic Monkeys right here on Radio X. Dr. Sunta Templeton is here. Little Si is the controller. Gavin Woods, the Woodman's here.
I am.
And also we're joined by a special guest, Nathaniel Rateliff's here.
Woo!
Whoa!
Hey.
Cheat yet?
Yeah, I ain't on the way over.
You want to?
Yeah.
Well, how you doing, boy?
Yeah. Super, bud. Super.
You're looking real fine. Actually, Gav, I think, has the best southern word I've ever heard.
Motorcycle.
Motor.
Yeah, his motorcycle. How are you? Welcome to London.
I'm well, thank you.
Very nice to have you here. You're playing where tonight? You're playing Kentish Town?
The Forum.
Yep.
The Forum.
Mm-hmm.
Have you played it before?
I played London. I've never played Kentish Town.
Now you started out doing folk.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, singer-songwriter.
You singer-songwriter.
Trap, whatever.
No. So but you're on your own. Mm-hmm. And now you have a band.
Well, in the past, I had a band. I was just too broke to bring anybody out with me. So,
Okay.
you know.
Is there? I mean, have you had a big change in lifestyle from the music you're playing now to say in the folk days? Is there a change?
Well, I mean, you know, like we're on a bus. So that's a lot different.
Yeah.
In comparison to like
What's
driving the van through the desert with the heat on so it doesn't overheat.
Yeah.
Okay. I've done that.
I've done that.
And it works.
It does work.
Well,
yeah.
You can actually see the needle going there. It's quite weird.
Well, not in the desert. We were like in Death Valley, and we were trying to make it to Los Angeles, and it was like underwear and cowboy boots because you couldn't touch your feet to the floor.
Man, can you imagine the smell in that vehicle?
No, are you fully? Are you a hairy man?
I would say I'm not that hairy. I lucked out because I don't have like really thick, coarse black hair all over my body.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah. No.
Let's see your hands. Are they?
They're pretty standard.
Yeah.
He does not have hairy hands.
Not
He's true to the album.
excessive
Well,
hair.
okay.
Yeah.
True to the album cover. We've done a little selfie with the
Right.
with the beard shot, which is quite weird. Have you done it before yourself with the album cover?
I just feel like if I'm going to do it, I should just like open my shirt up, and then it's
So
Yeah,
it's the same shot then, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've noticed that, Gav. Well, anyway, listen, we've done the shot. We've tweeted it, and you can see the results. And I think I look a bit shiny. On top, you got a hat.
Well, I wore hats so I wouldn't look shiny.
Man,
He's done this before.
you really have. If I'd known, I'd want a hat.
He's not new to the rate lifting scene.
Well, the rate lifting actually is what we call it. Is when you just roll up a piece of ham and eat it. That's
Why is that raining?
Why is that?
because I was on a tour with some friends on their bus, and there was a lot of vegetarians and a lot of ham left over.
Okay.
And so I was like, well, I didn't get to eat dinner, so
You just started rolling.
paleo, yeah, just eating,
What'd you roll in your ham? Yeah.
Sometimes, I mean, the real rate lift is just nothing in there. No cheese.
Okay, is that
just-
the real rate? Are you going to open up like a chain of these? I'm just going to Ratecliffe's there to get some rolled ham.
Well, when I was a kid, I was going to have a restaurant called Skins, which was just going to be, like baked turkey skin, deep fried.
Oh, the
chicken
crispy,
skin.
delicious bits.
Arteriosclerosis. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah,
That's a great idea.
I thought it would go over great in the Midwest and the States.
What,
but,
just skin of animals?
Yeah.
Deep fried?
And then a side of cracklings,
Yeah. Nice.
Would you like...
Yeah, say, can I get a side of cracklings for that?
Why, you sure can. That's real pretty. You put that on your plate, Mr. Rateliff. That's real nice. I like that.
I'll lay it on my face and let the dog eat it off there.
You just dog, just a hound, just lick it off.
Hey, Leroy. Yeah,
Okay, will you hang around for a bit?
of course.
Okay, here's the Night Sweats right here on Radio X. And it's really weird because I'm sitting opposite the singer. It's
Yeah?
a nice feeling. Are you tremendously proud of this work?
I am. I was happy with the record even before anybody liked it. So
It's got a lovely sentiment. It's something I love to say every day.
I'm gonna need someone.
SOB, I'll tell you now. Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats. And do you know what? He's here with us.
He is.
Yeah.
We like to do a thing on this show where we study random graffiti. There is a song. It's very simple. I go, you'll hear brrr yaha. Then I go random graffiti. That's what we all do.
All right.
And then I go, or you can join in with me. Seemingly meaningless. Random graffiti.
Seemingly meaningless.
Yeah.
Yes. Why don't
doesn't
you-
matter if you get it out of time.
It really doesn't matter. I
It's
do
just
that.
la cucaracha.
It really is.
Seemingly meaningless.
Yeah, it's random graffiti. Why don't you send it in to us? Ba. But if you want to add anything, a flourish.
Okay.
Oh, it'd be awesome. Seriously.
Like, random, you send it into us.
You can do it. You'll hear the tune. Okay, should we roll it? Let's go for one. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to go. Random graffiti, seemingly meaningless.
Jesus.
Random graffiti.
Why don't you send it into us?
Okay.
Right?
Version.
Yeah, that's good.
That was all right. Okay. This all started when I saw the word lager written in large letters on the wall of Clapham Junction Station. So on a graffiti, in New York style graffiti, they'd just done lager.
See, I am a little dyslexic, so I always thought it said larger.
Okay.
That would be equally funny and equally random.
That'd be more random.
Yeah.
If someone's just done larger. Genius. But then our listeners started sending examples of odd and often meaningless graffiti. The best one we've ever had was someone on a building site. Saw someone had written, Big Steve thinks that Quidditch is real. And it turns out Big Steve was the project manager. And for some reason, I actually wake up at night laughing about the fact there's a guy there.
Nice.
And that's what it's... we've also had Bazza Does the Wild Thing written in a pub car park. You obviously go to lots of venues. Have you?
Yeah, though I did see some graffiti the other day that somebody took a picture of, and it said Dan Hicks was right about everything. That's pretty awesome.
That's pretty random.
No, that's really good. Any other randoms you've seen?
Like Weed Wolf is a pretty common one I see.
Weed Wolf.
I think it's just a Denver thing, yeah.
What is that, like a garden product?
No, I think it's like,
gets rid of weeds.
There was
in your
all
garden?
the wolf bands for a while.
What, like Wolf Mother and...
Yeah, Wolf Parade, Wolf Lingus.
Right.
Wolf Lingus?
Yeah, I just made that one up.
Okay, you just... I know that didn't exist. You just pushed the envelope, didn't you? Okay, we've had some great ones in here. We've had, on the back of a horse trailer, I saw... Terry is taller than you think. That's from Jim in Manchester. Thank you very much, Jim in Manchester. Johnny, I work at East Midlands Airport as a refueler. I had to refuel a Boeing 757. Written on the landing gear of this massive plane in tiny letters with the words, Purdy likes kittens. We will tweet that picture.
We have to.
We have to tweet that picture. Sunts.
Damo sent this one in. Johnny, I found a pencil rubber in my classroom with the word cow graffitied on it. Random.
Cow, really?
That's really random, isn't it? Okay, Nathaniel, that's all we've got time for, I'm afraid. But I will say you are playing tonight, Kentish Town, the O2 Forum, and tickets go on sale on Friday. That's Friday for your Brixton Academy gig in November. But Nathaniel Rateliff, thank you so much for coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, Nathaniel Rateliff.
Thanks, Nathaniel.
Thank you,
Here's
guys.
some Iggy Pop.
Random graffiti, random graffiti.
See me loose. Random graffiti, random graffiti. Why don't you send it in to us? Send it in.
I preferred it when Nathaniel did it.
Yeah. Why don't you send it in to us?
Oh, yeah, you did, yeah. It's much fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I'd see him do this for
so
3 hours.
cool.
I'd see him for 3 hours every
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
Do
yeah.
this, try and make people laugh.
Yeah.
Try and make a blue-haired freak. Spoilt little blue-haired freak. Just keeps going on about her birthday all the time. We got your
Forgot.
We got you those cherry bakewells.
No,
We got
you
you.
didn't.
Sorry, we did. We got your cherry bakewell and a photocopied card. Now shut up. You should be bloody grateful. I'm not kidding. They spoil
A
you. In
single cherry bakewell.
They
Yeah,
spoil.
which he ate.
Yeah.
You didn't like it. They spoil you in that newsroom. They did. What did they get you? A car and stuff.
Got any random graffiti?
Yeah, I've got some random graffiti. Gav, what you got? Go in.
I got this one.
Gav, what you have?
This was written. There's no name with this. This was written on a wall in a bank in Sheffield.
What's it say?
It just says, "Where's Jackie?"
Who's Jackie?
Well, exactly.
We don't know. We just don't know at this stage.
I think it's Jackie Stallone, but
Okay.
we don't know.
Yeah. Stacky. Go on.
Douglas says, on the entrance to a block of flats in Spain, someone's graffitied a picture of a leg of ham and the words, Diego will deliver it.
You're kidding me, right? That is genius. That's genius. Wow. There used to be, when I worked at McDonald's, staff used to write random insults on the back of the gents' toilet door. Classic. Many of them not fit to broadcast. My favourite ever was, Giffen has a poster of Richard Gere on his wall.
Johnny Vaughan. Radio X. Radio X.
Now, you remember at the start of this hour, in one of my scintillating and well-written links, what did I say? Let me have a little look. I said, also, if we get time, birth control is for boars? ? Question mark?
What, wild boars?
Find out why on earth I can get away with... Exactly, Gav, you've given it away. That's that.
Really?
I think we can safely call
That was
that
the
one
whole
the cheese
point.
salad.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Sorry.
Gav. No, that was a monstrous cheese salad.
I thought you were talking about
because
boring
it's obvious
people.
it's going to be that.
Well,
They're not going to give birth control if you're boring someone.
I don't know.
That
It's a good idea.
there wouldn't be anything on the radio.
That's true.
Well, telly would be a wipeout. If there was birth control for boars. Okay, here you go. Wild boars in Spain has been given contraceptives to stop them invading cities. Good use for invading. Invading always sounds like they planned it.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't it?
The wild boar camp.
Formation. There was silence in the wild boar camp tonight.
As one little piglet looked through some field glasses at the town.
A boarlet.
Yeah.
We always, Gav and I used to become, we were obsessed with them always talking about the Manchester United camp. We just imagine Fergie there with a great shepherd's crook.
His kilt
Round
flapping
a
in the
fire
wind.
with like all the team, the squad behind him.
With those big furry boots.
But what's happening in the Manchester United camp ahead of their fixture with Liverpool? You just imagine them camped outside the city with a wind.
We'll make them think again. Eating from haunches of venison.
It's very quiet in the camp tonight, sir. Fergie is very quiet.
We'll
Anyway.
rise at dawn.
I will rise at dawn and go down to Liverpool. We'll decamp. Anyway. We kept imagining tent flaps.
And double-headed axes.
In the wind. That's me doing sound effects. That was just a man then. It wasn't that. They weren't using expensive MIDI equipment.
No.
MIDI.
That's right.
I just want to say I need a MIDI lead if you're out there. The question is, what animal, son, would you like to see birth controlled?
Wasps.
Are you barking?
Yeah.
They're the hoodies of the sky.
Yeah, and they don't even make honey.
No, they're just
Yeah.
like hoodies. They're just there, just sort of annoying. If they could be on a BMX bike, they'd be on it.
They've got the most annoying buzz apart from a mosquito. That's what I mean.
They just ruin everything. It's
Yeah,
like
they do.
Ruin summer.
they complete late summer. You
Yeah.
want a picnic.
Yeah.
Anything.
Theme parks.
Yeah.
Ruin them.
They like everything that sort of. Also, they ruin theme parks. Children, you can see that. No, it's going on a picnic. You just say, "We're going to picnic to the kids," and it's their face like, "No."
I'd add the big blue bottle flies.
Why
to
do you
that.
hate those?
Because they get trapped between the blind and the window glass. And
God, how much? They don't affect me in the same
It
way.
sounds like someone's riding a little motocross bike in there. I don't like the noise.
I like that effect. I like to think of little motocross riders. I like to think of that. I like to think they're having a competition.
Two-stroke flies. I don't like them.
Little sight, you're small. What do you think? What do you fear? You must fear quite a lot.
Big Si doesn't like foxes.
Big Si already says foxes, but he won't speak on it because he's in his two-minute voice already. But he did say foxes, and then he went, "Nah, they still carry on making that racket anyway."
Yeah.
Like he's killed a few.
With
He
bare
could tell you
hands.
some stories of going out there and snapping their necks like
He
twigs.
goes out foxing.
Just little Si, suddenly Big Si, like dressed in those full camouflage outfits. Like suddenly he is that dustbin, just emerging from a skip with a pallet on his back, his face all painted up, snapping the little necks.
Radio X. Johnny Vaughan.
The Arctic Monkeys. Here on your Radio X.
It's like watching the snooker.
Welcome to Radio X. Welcome to Radio X. Brought to you by Drunk Monkeys. Okay, I've got two stories for you. You've got a choice here, yeah?
Right.
Okay.
You've either got Drunk Monkey
Yeah, which
Or-
sounds very intriguing.
or Prawn Communicate.
Prawn communicate.
I've got Prawn Breakthrough, or you can have a Drunk Monkey.
Prawn breakthrough. Sorry.
No open flames in the studio today, please.
That's what we're going to do here, sons. That's right.
Wheezy.
I'm not
I was actually joking with mine. You went right to the microphone. You went. You got a lot wrong with you. Got chest weasels. It's the chest weasels fault. I'll be right, man. I've got to sort out my chest. My chest weasel. Don't you start gavin off now. Okay.
Right. Drunk monkey.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do drunk monkey.
In that case, I'm going with prawns because you haven't heard my prawn shtick.
Okay, go on.
Okay. I've got a lot of prawn shtick. I've actually one of the funniest calls we ever had on the breakfast show I did. I don't know why. He had exactly that sorry voice, and he's called up. He said he was telling us stories about funny things that have happened in Chinese restaurants.
Yeah.
And he's got his funny things that have happened in a Chinese restaurant. He says, we've got to a Chinese restaurant the other night, John. I've had the steak. My missus has had the prawns. And we couldn't go on.
As soon as he said prawns.
Yeah, he says, I've had the steak, the missus has had the prawns. I said, what did she have? She goes, no, she had a great big plate of prawns. And I'm looking at her, she's laughing, there's prawns everywhere. And it's one of those conversations, we're just trying to make him say the word prawns. And what was she doing again? Prawns. Prawns. Okay, here we go. Shrimp communicate by using tiny optical devices in their mouths, like those found in DVD players.
No, they don't.
No,
Yep.
they don't.
They polarize or manipulate light in a way which makes it invisible to other creatures. But
Well, like signals between ships.
next paragraph, Gav. It means they can secretly signal to each other in private chats.
They're in chat rooms.
Can you just say, what did Prawn talk about then?
Yeah.
What do we talk about? Likelihood of ending up in, what is it, curry or cocktail? As the net comes down.
Oh.
What's it going to be, lads?
Should we go and see that new horror film called Marie Rose Sauce?
Yeah, right. That's it. That's all they're going to get.
That's weird.
As a burial blanket. But what do prawns talk about? They sort of talk about prawn communication. I've seen prawns live, yeah? And they're not chatty.
No.
They're not chatty at all. They're not like, it's not like you've interrupted something. Don't leave them for a bit.
They can signal behind each other's back, so they're probably just gossiping.
Yeah, they are,
Yeah.
yeah. Researchers discovered that the way mantis shrimp manipulate light produces signals far brighter and more colourful than those in man-made polarisers in DVD players. I know, but you can't stick your kids in front of a prawn for the night, can you? I mean, it's going to be... There you go. Watch something on that. That should entertain them. The mantis prawn.
Radio X. Johnny Vaughan.
Okay, drunk monkey news. I'm afraid, I was talking about rum yesterday, what a great thing it is. There is a downside to rum, it is quite potent. A drunk monkey brandishing, and I quote, a huge knife.
Whoa!
Yeah. Customers at a bar were given a fright when a drunk monkey snatched a kitchen knife and started chasing them after downing leftover rum. Again, I told you, there's only one thing rum can't cure, alcoholism.
Leftover rum.
There's just
Is there
leftover.
such a thing?
Not in my house. The little capuchin, not unless you're fast. The little capuchin, a breed known for their temper. So it's a really stroppy little monkey. He apparently turned aggressive after helping itself to dregs of rum at the bar. So he's just going on mind sweeping, essentially.
Yeah.
There's only one thing I hate more than monkeys mind sweeping. When they're grabbed, they get tooled up after.
It's a bad combo.
It's a really bad combo. He picked up the foot-long blade. The animal reportedly set about terrorising punters at this bar in Paraíba, in Brazil, or Paraíba. But according to reports, it only went after the men in the pub, didn't bother with the women.
Right.
That's weird.
Yeah, sort of
Like
gentleman.
so macho, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
what
maybe
it
he
is.
found after a fight, he fancied chatting someone
No,
up.
but it's just rum. I think he was showing off to them. Look at me.
Yeah.
That's the thing about us, and that is the trouble with rum.
Yeah.
It can make you do crazy things, you know. But not, you know. But still, in his mind somewhere, it's like, easy. Remember, you're still on show for the birds. Woo. You might be in with a chance later. Do you know what I mean? And that's what the rum said to him. It's like, it doesn't matter what you do to the fellas.
Yeah.
Get as violent as you like. Still might be in with a chance. Like, some chicks dig that.
A rum-fueled monkey with a knife.
Yeah, women like that. Well, that's what he thought, didn't he? He obviously thought this is going to press the hell out of this lot. They're loving it. A video posted on YouTube shows the agitated monkey perched on the roof of the bar, repeatedly stabbing and scraping at the corrugated steel.
What a beautiful image.
It's a lovely end to that story, isn't there? Oh, it's a nice sound effect, son.
Radio X. Johnny Vaughan.
My search for a new craze continues. I've given up football, as you know, and skateboarding. My son was too good at football. It's just getting ridiculous. So I'm afraid my team, the Steel Poles, have had to say do widzenia to the world of football, and we packed up. So I'm looking for a new hobby. Hopefully, we've got... last week I spoke to Aaron from Bicester, who said I should try his hobby, airsoft, which is like paintballing, but
war games with
BB guns.
Air guns, yeah.
We've had lawnmower racing, remote control car racing, wolf fleece collecting and shattering. On the line today is Joe from Faversham. Hello, Joe.
Hello there.
How are you, mate? You all right?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Well, I'd be better if I had a good hobby and something decent to focus my mind on, which would be life enriching.
Okay.
What have you got for me?
Okay, well, we run a country sports company called Joe's Bows down in Faversham.
What's it called?
Where we do... It's called Joe's Bows.
Joe's Bows,
So
okay.
So we do archery, we do falconry, we do bushcraft, but the one sport which I think you would be particularly good at is axe throwing.
Axe
throwing.
Okay, Joe, before we get into this, can I say, I have tried archery. I do quite enjoy it. I absolutely love falconry. That's the only one there that could tell me. I've had go at that a few times. It's brilliant.
I really want to try archery. It looks like fun.
It's good. I've done a lot of shooting with rifles, but axe throwing.
Yep.
Go on, tell me about axe throwing.
Okay, so axe throwing is literally as simple as it sounds. So we have small tomahawk throwing axes, and you basically throw them at big lumps of wood. And the official distance is around about 21 feet.
Okay, can I say, I have tried this.
Have you?
No, I didn't until he made it exactly the sport is what I used to do when my dad was chopping wood and if his back was turned, I'd get one of the smaller axes and start slinging it around. But it does sound quite like what Joe's describing. Weirdly, I just improvised exactly the same as the organised sport. There you go. Go on, so people can throw them for how many yards?
The official distance is 21 feet.
Okay.
But whenever we teach anybody, it's normally a lot closer than that. Just until they are good enough to be able to then move back.
Okay. Do we get? Is there live targets?
It's not recommended as live targets. No.
Why not? Can I just ask you? Tomahawks. Would they have been used by Native Americans to hit live targets?
Yes, they would have.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
You mean for hunting?
Yeah.
Or for warfare?
I don't know. Whatever, Gaff. It just sounds great.
A bit
the mood I'm in today, it just sounds great. Joe, and then if I get good at it, what do I do? Is it like, Paul, you start getting your own tomahawks?
There are actually competitions as well. There are national and European axe and knife throwing.
Oh my God! I bet you get some psychos of those.
What do you win? Do you win a scalp or do you win?
What do you win? A golden axe? Is there like special cases I can get with the gaps left for my axes? So I can pop it open in the
velvet lined.
Yeah, velvet line. Just pick up the velvet. It's all shaped with my axe. Do you mind if we look in the boot of your car, sir? I wouldn't if I was you. Find something in there that might look uncharacteristically psychotic.
Radio X. Johnny Vaughan.
Hey now. How you feeling, Dr. Sunts?
I'm okay.
Dr. Sunts was the NME Award last night and she drank quite a lot. And she's feeling a bit the worse for wear today. A bit green around the gills. Are you freshening up a bit as we go through the show?
Yeah, I'm good. I've got a nice cup of tea. And
well, you just enjoy yourself over there with your cup of tea.
You can't beat a nice cup of tea.
I mean, it's not like you're paid to take part. You're paid to talk. Right, let's have. Well, you just sit over there with your cup of tea. We'll get you some Mickeys in a bit.
Thanks.
Do you want us to put you nearer the window? Then you can look at traffic.
Get her a blanket.
No, seriously, you can just wave at traffic and people. If it make you happier, you can do that. We can just sit with a nice little tartan rug. We can do that. Get you some biscuits. You haven't got to bite
them.
Have you
got a hero?
I have got a hero.
Hit it, Gav. Don't be put off by Sunta. I'm listening. If she glazes over, just nudge her side.
Today's hero is a man called Derek Imrie.
Right.
He was born in 1969.
Where?
And, I don't know. In England, obviously, because he tried to invent a device to help gay men contact each other.
Okay.
This is obviously in the days before apps.
A grinder.
Yeah, or that kind of app. Exactly.
That's meant to be the best one.
He invented, get this, a small vibrating box that gentlemen were to wear in like a cricket box.
Nice.
In their underpants, and then when they passed each other, it would vibrate. so that they would notice each other.
Well, they get a tingling in the...
That's right.
Wow.
But it had a design flaw.
If you've got good gaydar, doesn't happen anyway.
Well, this is why he was trying to help men that weren't sure whether they were meeting another gay man or not.
Okay.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
But it had a drawback.
What?
It attracted badgers.
Oh no, that is a drawback. That is a drawback, man. Damn.
It says here,
that's a flaw.
the commercial prospects seem promising, but they temporarily suspended the testing after it showed that various wild animals were attracted, particularly badgers. So
Kinky.
I think he went back to the drawing board.
Okay. Gav, that's an absolute belter. Thank you very much. That's what you don't. What's his name?
Derek Imrie.
Derek Imrie. Flawed, but fantastic. Imagine that. You're out there on the heath, and you've actually got a device that attracts
And badgers are hanging off you.
Yeah, literally. Tell you what, it's going to turn into quite an edgy bit of cottaging.
Radio X. Johnny Vaughan. Radio X.
Oh, I'm knackered after that. Me and Si were dancing like. There's a bit of swing beat in there.
There
Pulling
is, yeah.
some real moves in the studio.
We were busting some moves.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
There's this tight shirt I'm in.
You're feeling even hotter
Funny enough, I
now.
said, is anyone else out there in a shirt that's too tight?
We've had a couple of
We've had
responses.
a big response. Thanks for that. And you never think. You said, hey, are you trapped in a shirt? 83936. Sure enough, people get back. Thank you so much. Okay. I was talking about this earlier. You know, bell ringing.
Yeah.
Campanology.
Like in churches.
Yeah, like in church. Yes, Gav. Just like you might find in a church.
So let's get this straight, John.
Yes, in a church, John. Yes, Gav.
Not doorbells.
No, not doorbell ringing. That's not an art. But will a bell ringer take home gold at the 2020 Olympics?
Don't be silly. It's not.
Well, you say that. Will there be a David Beckham of the belfries? Calls to reclassify bell ringing as a sport have created an almighty ding-dong in the venerable world of campanology, which is bell ringing. They've got a picture here they've mocked up for Norwich Cathedral.
What, a sport? You're saying they want to call it a sport?
They want to call it a sport. And they've got a fantasy lineup for the on the website for the bell ringers of St Peter Mancroft Church in Norwich. They've got Harry Styles, Beckham and Beyonce all mocked up like bell ringing at their church. Yeah, you're going to get that.
Why?
It's not going to happen.
Are you seeing
doing it at the Olympics?
Are you seeing people in pictures at the church? And they reckon David Beckham's into it. There's a photo.
Yeah.
And Bouncy. Bouncy's there, and that Harry Styler. They're all there. It's unbelievable they've done that.
So how are they going to do competitions?
I don't
That's
know,
just
but
weird.
this is the point is that we know that last year that the English Bridge Union went to because they reckon bridge was a sport. We say cards is not a sport. You can't have that.
They were ruled against.
Yeah. Oh, I'm knackered after a whole night's sport. Texas Hold'em. Knackered. I better shower off. But my point is, if bell ringing's a sport, I mean, okay, how many? Is just one guy with a bell? Is that a sport? Are we now on sport? A triangle, just ringing a triangle.
Guitar playing or
Drumming. Drumming.
Well, drumming is quite physical.
Okay, well, let's think about the Olympic drumming. Gav and I are there now.
And here we have Joey Jordison.
Welcome to the Olympic drumming. I'm John Vaughan in your commentary position, joined as ever by Gavin Woods. Just a bit of a warm-up now for the drumming.
Yeah, he's going with the single strokes.
There's a lovely display. Here he comes, and we're into the display. Floor tom, left, right. He's there. Kick bass, crash and ride with the hi-hats. Gav, what do you think of that?
Well, he's gone kick and floor together there, which is unheard of.
That's unorthodox.
Flamming the kick drums, that's not easy.
Well, he's a steady flammer. He wants to work on his toms.
That's right. But he's crashing the ride beautifully.
He crashed the ride beautifully. I don't think the judge is too impressed, though. I can't see it. Can you guys?
It's not going to happen,
It's
no.
not going to happen.
Radio X. Johnny Vaughan. Radio X.
I've got a belter, a really good hero for you here. I'm not competing with you, Gav.
No.
Yours in the past. This woman's very much in the now.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, what did she do?
I mean, if you really want to get in my good books, well done, Daily Telegraph. You just got to stick a headline in like arm wrestling grandmother shocked handbag thief by punching her in the face.
Wonderful.
Now you got me. Mind you, it doesn't really leave me much to go. I've got to tell you, the story doesn't elaborate more than that.
Oh,
That's pretty much the story.
That's
yeah.
pretty well, you've done it in the headline. But anyway, a thief tried to steal an elderly woman's handbag, but she was shocked when her victim turned out to be an arm wrestling champion who punched her in the face.
Oh, I love that.
Fantastic.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Karma.
We all admire it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Betty Jeffrey was riding a motorised wheelchair through a shopping centre car park in Pitsea near Basildon
Okay.
in Essex on Monday. The grandmother of two said, she tried to grab me bag and her face was right next to mine, so I gave her a good wallop right in the face.
Lovely.
Lovely use of wallop, which is a word that really seriously violent people use. He's come over, I've gone wallop. It's weird how the very violent speak in sound effects. He's come up, I've gone crash,
Bush.
bush, bang, and that. Whoa,
Crack.
hey, wallop. I've gone like that, wallop. Always with miming the fist.
Yeah.
He's come over, bang, crash, boom, 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 boom. Anyway, so does she.
Yeah.
It was hard enough to knock her back, but she still managed to get the bag out my hands. Now, here's a really good old school expression. I don't know where it derives from, but you ready?
Go on.
I was yelling blue murder. I've known that for years. I was yelling blue murder and screamed, she's got me bag! The woman dropped it, she stumbled away and someone brought me bag back a few minutes later. She picked on the wrong person. I'm not a weak person. I always stand up myself. Myself.
Yeah.
I presume she pronounced it like that.
Yeah, with a P on the end, yeah.
Yeah, self. I would recommend that older people fight back if anyone tries to rob them. Yeah, but just be careful with that.
Yes.
I just say,
Yes.
you're all right. You're an arm wrestling pensioner in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
But, you know, some might not be as hard. But she said, I took part in the British Wheelchair Disabled Championships in Stoke Mandeville in 97. I won the Arm Wrestling Championship. This is quite good music for this, actually. Ready? The woman I beat in the final was a tough-looking Welsh woman, half my age, with tattoos all over her arms, but I saw her right off. How about that? And you can't question the violence of Wales.
I love Betty.
But that was Essex going up against Wales. She's fantastic. She grabbed the victim's bag, which was between her feet on the scooter. The suspect ran off with the bag, but she dropped it further up the road. You're a hero. We salute you.
Radio X. Johnny Vaughan.
Sunter, is it eat? Is it eat, Gav? Not bad, not bad. Not too bad, is he? Hey, I'm looking at David Cameron in the newspaper today, and he's got Merkel looking at him with such love in her eyes. I've got little Cy here. He hasn't seen the picture yet. I obviously can't say, look at this on radio, but I'm such a good broadcaster. I can bring it to life just using Cy, so you get a genuine reaction. Cy, just come near the microphone. Now, you haven't seen, just say you haven't seen this photograph yet, have you?
I haven't seen this photograph.
Okay,
no.
how old are you?
I'm 31.
You're 31. You describe yourself as a normal bloke.
Yeah.
Okay, now you've got a girlfriend. She's a nice girl.
Yeah, she's nice.
So you understand about love and how it looks.
Yeah,
Okay, we can fade that up. I'm talking to little Cy. He understands the face of love. Oh, yeah. Cy knows a woman when she loves to be loved by little Cy. Anyway, here's Dave Cameron. Okay, I'm going to show you the photograph, okay? Now, I want you, little Cy, to tell me whether she wants to be loved. Okay, this is Merkel looking at Cameron. Is this face of a woman who knows love when she sees love, when she chases love, because she damn wanted love. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Look.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, she wants it.
It's not easy. I didn't expect that.
He means love.
Oh, yes, sorry. Oh, yeah, she wants it. Jesus.
Radio X. Johnny Vaughan.
Okay, listen, don't get too close to the mics, guys. Sunta, will you check your big shout-out voice, please? You got to be a bit breathy. The women are a bit breathy on it. And 3 words at a time.
Big shout out.
Right, out to man. Blackpool.
This is my
You got to split it up like you can only handle that
we
much
need the
words.
music.
Okay, what we're doing is
this
your big...
is my first time.
Okay, this is your big shout out. Weirdly, it's cats this week. Weirdly, someone's pointed out the French for cat is, of course, chat. So it is a big chat out. I say, right. So it's all your cats. Your texts have come in 83936. We never thought this would be. I mean, this really is the most popular thing we've done. And if we'd known this, we'd have done it every day.
The teddy bear thing was massive.
Teddy bear's big, but not as big as this. You get me? Okay, you ready? I'm going to start it up now. Yeah? Hold tight. Hold tight. Yes. In the place to be. It's to a cat like Derek Alexander, James Onion, Harrowing, Rawlins, cracking cat in the place to be. Hold tight.
Henry Winston, Betty Bella, Stella at home being naughty from Astrid.
Naughty.
Shout out to Meg from T, a.k.a. Monkey, a.k.a. Baby Girl, a.k.a. Lady Smelsington.
Out to my Burmese Roo at Old House.
Shout out to Kitty and cats like Ramsey. Best cats in ain't safe.
Shout out to the fluffy terror, Maurice, from Zoe and Luke.
My cat is called Pooh. That's because you used to in my suitcase. Sorry. Wow, look at it. Let's just say Le Chat. But he didn't. Hold tight.
Shout out to my cat Alfred, or the Alfonzarelli, as I'm calling him from Jay in Sidcup. Shout out to my big ginger Tom called Tom. That's from Frank in Bexley Heath. Hold tight, Tom.
Tight. SO to my ginger Highland Tabby Hamish from an antiquated leafy night in suburbia just near Bohemia. You hear me, sir? That's West 4 Hamish in the place to be.
Keep it locked.
Keep it locked for all the cash outs.
Radio X. Johnny Vaughan. Radio X.
That was the Johnny Vaughan 4 till 7 thing podcast. Gavin, did you enjoy that?
I really did.
When I saw you really listening that, it was soon to both of you just re-hunched around that what? I don't know what you were hunched around.
That's
I'm making it up.
transistor radio.
No, it wasn't. It's a podcast. That's not going to work. What should we make up? Headphone. You were hunched around a headphone. I don't know what they were. They were hunched around something. It was a kettle.
We hunched.
It was a cigarette for warmth.
Hunched round a big glass ashtray.
Exactly right. Anyway, back next week. Our podcast does so badly, doesn't it?